Have you ever stared up at the big Texas sky and wondered what secrets it's holding? Because tonight, we're peeling back the clouds on one of our most mysterious claims to fame, Texas's most jaw-dropping UFO encounters. That's right, y'all. The Lone Star State isn't just about brisket and bluebonnets. We've got a history of strange lights, saucer-shaped craft, and towns that'll swear up and down they saw something not of this earth. So whether you're a skeptic, a believer, or just here for a good story, you won't want to miss this roundup. Buckle up, because Texas's skies are about to get a whole lot weirder. Welcome back to the Lone Star Plate, where Texas legends come to life one story at a time. Today, we're diving deep into some of the wildest UFO sightings ever reported in the state. Why stick around? Because even if you think you heard it all, the tales I'm about to share will have you looking twice the next time you're stargazing out west of the Pecos. Now, I know some folks hear UFO and immediately think, maybe these folks just had one lone star too many. But let me tell you, when entire towns claim to see strange crafts, and even the Air Force can't quite explain what's going on, you gotta wonder if there really is something more to our wide open skies. Keep watching to hear firsthand accounts, government reactions, and the legends that still draw curiosity seekers from all over. Let's kick things off with what is easily one of the oldest and most famous UFO events not just in Texas, but in American history, the Aurora incident of 1897. Picture it, a sleepy North Texas town, Sunday morning, April 17th. Reports say a cigar-shaped flying machine came careening out of the sky and crashed smack dab into Judge Proctor's windmill, exploding with a terrific explosion, according to the Dallas Morning News. The wreckage scattered across the land, and the pilot described as not of this world, so strange that the good citizens gave the being a proper burial in their local cemetery. Some say it was all a hoax, maybe a clever way to put little Aurora, Texas on the map. But to this day, folks head out to that cemetery hoping to spot something unusual, an unmarked grave or maybe even a little something moving in the moonlight. What really crashed out there? No one knows for sure, but that story still adds a little extra chill to the spring breeze in Wise County. Now, let's fast forward to the 1950s. Cue the rock and roll and those Cold War jitters. Lubbock, Texas becomes the center of another nationwide mystery, the Lubbock Lights. One quiet August evening in 1951, a group of college professors spotted a formation of glowing blue-green lights zipping silently across the night sky. Not just once, but several times over the coming weeks. Word spread like wildfire. Hundreds of folks from all walks of life, from students to housewives to base personnel at Reese Air Force Base, reported seeing the same thing. The U.S. Air Force couldn't ignore it and kicked off Project Blue Book, their official UFO investigation. The result? No official answer. Some blamed the lights on reflected city lights or flocks of birds. But those who saw it, some of them scientists themselves, swore it was no ordinary phenomenon. To this day, folks in Lubbock will tell you the real answer's out there, somewhere over those windswept plains. Think that's strange? Just wait. East Texas has its own claim to extraterrestrial fame. In 1980, on a cold December night just outside Houston, Betty Cash, Vicki Landrum, and young Colby Landrum spotted a blinding fireball hovering above the pines near Dayton. The craft, diamond-shaped and spitting flames, was surrounded by a squadron of military helicopters. According to Betty and Vicki, the bizarre sight left them with radiation burns, nausea, and lingering illnesses. The Cash Landrum incident became one of the most thoroughly investigated UFO cases, and it's still unsolved. Lawsuits were filed against the government, investigators combed the area, but no one could explain what happened in those dark woods. Was it a secret military experiment gone awry, or something from much farther away? The official silence just keeps the theories churning. But maybe the story that really puts Texas on the UFO map is the Stephenville sighting of 2008. This quiet cow town, about 70 miles south of Fort Worth, became world famous after dozens, and I mean dozens, of people saw a huge silent craft with bright lights hovering and speeding across the sky. One local pilot even tracked the craft on his radar. Witnesses included everyone from police officers to ranchers to business owners. The pattern was eerily similar: a craft larger than a football field, moving in impossible ways, pursued by military jets. News trucks rolled in from across the country. The Air Force changed its story more than once, and the Stephenville Lights made international headlines. To this day, no one really knows what was flying over Erath County that January. Was it a government project or something otherworldly, just out for a cruise above Texas ranch land? Folks in Stephenville are still watching the skies, and if you ask around, you'll hear news stories year after year. And y'all, these are only a sample of what Texas has to offer. From the mysterious Marfa lights dancing out in West Texas, those glowing orbs that have stumped scientists for over a century, to strange hovering cubes in Amarillo described by truckers in the 1970s, our state has seen its fair share of the unexplainable. Maybe it's because there's more sky here than almost anywhere else, or maybe, just maybe, Texas is a lot more interesting to visitors from out of town, way out of town, than we think. Now, before you start sharpening your skepticism or dusting off your tinfoil hat, remember, every Texan has a story, and we take our sky-high mysteries seriously down here. Some events have explanations, some likely never will. But if there's one thing we do know, it's that Texas isn't just big in size, it's big in secrets too. If you've stuck around this long, I gotta ask, do you have your own UFO sighting story? Or which Texas UFO case do you find the most convincing or downright strange? Drop your tales or your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the Lone Star Plate for more Texas truths, tall tales, and everything in between. Your story might just be featured in a future episode. Thanks for riding along this wild journey into Texas otherworldly history. Whether you're convinced the truth is out there or just here for a good yarn, remember, the skies above Texas hold more than stars. They're packed with mysteries still waiting to be solved. So next time you're out under the Texas night, take a long look up. Who knows? You might just become part of the legend. Until next time, y'all, keep your eyes on the skies and your boots on the ground. This is the Lone Star Plate, signing off.